right, Shalom. First and foremost, let's start off by giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whom I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect of the nation of Yasharala, Shalom. And we're going to go into this article put up by CBS News, all right, which, I've did a lesson on this before, but, this article is fairly recent, and, this job report amongst you N-dubs, okay, you so-called black women, is getting, a lot of attention, all right, and this is by design, okay, you N-dubs, all right, you so-called black, Latino, and Native American women, okay, but mainly you N-dubs, man, you losing, all right. Esau, the so-called white man, is he's cutting you off of the titty, all right, because America, what is known as the whore, okay, this place is compared to a filthy woman, all right, and women, women have breasts, okay, and ultimately, hey, it's Yahweh Shema Shai cutting you women off the breast, cutting you off that titty, all right, taking away, your teats, your dainties, taking away, your Section 8, all right, your SNAP benefits, and ultimately your jobs, all right, how you feed yourself and take, your extravagant, cruises and vacations, all right, hey, those days are done for you N-dubs, okay? Always having your hair done, your nails done, taking trips to the Bahamas, getting your back blew out, all right, being sluts and hoes. Hey, those days are over. All right, Esau cutting you nigga women off. Okay, let's read this. There's a problem in the job market, but if you don't dig below the surface and in the latest monthly employment report, you might not see it. All right. The overall unemployment rate is 4.3%, which is way higher than that. And in the last year, it barely moved, but the data tells a different story when it comes to the so-called black woman, all right, the Israelite woman, and employment. Their unemployment rate has jumped to 6.7%, which that's low, all right. It's way higher than that, which one expert calls a warning sign. All right, this is a warning to you N-dubs. All right, but you still got these Eves walking around here, proud, man. Hey, you still got the N-dub walking around here with her nose up, and you N-dubs is losing. Are you losing big time, man? And you trying to run it? You trying to run to Esau for help? All right, and these Edomites is putting you back in the spirit world, in the spirit world, man. All right, you trying to run to Esau Edom, for comfort, because the Jake man is done with you N-dubs, man. All right, the so-called black man, he ain't dealing with you N-dubs. So what you trying to run? You running to Esau Edom, thinking he gonna be your covering. All right, and he putting you N-dubs to death, man. Just like that Eve that got put to death in Vallejo. All right, that Edom might put her body in a wall, man. Okay, Isaiah 31:1, and it reads, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help." Okay, you N-dubs, you love Esau, man. Okay, Esau, he's the modern day Pharaoh, the modern day Egyptian. All right, and you going to this devil for help, thinking he gonna bail you out of your judgment. All right, and Esau ain't finna bail you out of nothing, man. He's gonna bring the pain to you N-dubs. All right, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. You think that because Esau, he has military, he's in power, that he's gonna save you. All right, and that ain't the case, man. All right, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, Yasharala, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. All right, you ain't seeking after Yahweh Bashimon Shah. You not seeking the men of the Lord. You ain't seeking his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, you trusting on Esau. and his power system. All right, and woe means destruction, and that's gonna be the destruction of you end dubs. All right, trusting in your daddy Esau, man. Isaiah 31:2. See, no, that's mainly what I wanted to get. All right, let's go back into this article. Reading on, Fad Jenny Cadet was laid off in April of this year, and her experience is all too familiar right now. She is a highly educated so-called black professional, and that's what the end up prides herself in. Her papers, her masters, her doctorates. That's all you end ups got, man. You ain't got nothing else. Who is now unemployed? Are you unemployed, man? You got all them papers, but you end ups is unemployed. All right, living in cars. All right, taking showers in gyms. Living in storage units. Okay, through man, living on the street. All right, but you have yet to humble yourself and get what a man in Yahweh Shema Shah, or a man in general, man. You still walking around prideful and worried about her future. Ain't no future here, man. She said the anxiety and uncertainty of what comes next are the toughest part. And you women, you end up you wouldn't have this if you would just humble down and get you a goddamn man. It ain't that hard. I don't get it with you endos, man. All you gotta do is get you a man. All right, put your finances together, be a team, okay, and bring that man another woman to bring more finances, and everything will be okay. Thinking about financially, all right. You trying to take on this world by yourself financially, man. That's the most retarded thing you can do. All right, especially in this economy, what the implications would be for me and for my family. But I think one of the other most interesting impacts for me, particularly, is because of the work I was doing. Cadet explained to Cole. Cadet was the director of diversity and inclusion for the global research and advisory firm. All right. Retreat from DEI. All right, DEI bullcrap, man. That's one of the factors behind more than 300,000. Is way more than this. Okay, they keep throwing out the same number. It's way more than this. It's more. It's closer to 600, 700,000 dubs. All right, cut off from the breast, man. All right, laid off. 300,000 so-called black women leaving the workforce between February and April. Corporate America's retreat from DEI, or diversity, equity, and inclusion. All right, so Esau don't need you no more, basically. All right, let's go ahead and see. Yeah, Isaiah 30 and 12, and it reads, "Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, Yasharallah, because ye despise this word." All right, the main culprit coming up against this truth is Esau and the end up. All right, the end of the so-called black woman. She despises the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, she's the main one coming up against the multiple wives. Okay, I ain't gonna say doctrine, but the understanding of the Israelite man having multiple wives. Who's mainly coming up against that? The end up, and trust in oppression. All right, you trust in Esau. You trust in his system. You trust in being oppressed by this goddamn devil, man. All right, you trust in this system fully. Okay, the main one going the hardest for Esau's kingdom is the nigga woman, man, and perverseness, and stay thereon. All right, the main, like I said, the main one fighting for fighting for this kingdom is the end up, man. All right, and Sambo Coon as Jake, man, but it's mainly the end up. She's gun ho for Esau's kingdom, man. She wants to stay here. She wants to continue her wicked ass rule with her daddy Esau. Isaiah 30 and 12. Therefore, this iniquity shall be shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall whose breaking cometh suddenly in an instant. All right, this place is getting ready to fall, man. Okay, and it's gonna be instant. It's gonna be quick. All right, hey, the scriptures say what I saw. You saw Satan fall as lightning. All right, and this is what we in the beginning stages of America falling, man. And who's gonna catch the main who's gonna catch the main hell from this place falling? It's you women, because this kingdom is set up for you women, man, especially so-called black women. All right, that's why you the main ones, feeling that squeeze. Isaiah 30:14, and he shall break it as the breaking of a potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it assured to take fire from the hearth, or to take water with all out of the pit. All right. This place ain't gonna be able to cover and save you end-ups, man. Isaiah 30:15, for thus saith the Lord God, power, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved, in quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye will not. All right. Hey, you can be saved by coming up underneath the banner of Yahweh Shalom Shai. All right, that's all you women gotta do. All right, but you ain't gonna do it. Okay, it says, and ye would not. You're not finna return unto the Lord. Therefore, the Lord is he's just gonna be justified and bringing all these calamities upon you end-ups. All right, this is going to be Isaiah 32, and we'll go to verse 9 in the NLT, and it reads, listen, you women who lie around in these. All right, you end-ups, uh, it boggles my mind to see everything that's taking place in these times on this planet Earth. All right, war is literally at the door, and you still got you women. You still at ease, man. Listen to me, you women who are smug. All right, and when you go into that word smug, it means arrogant, proud. Hey, America is collapsing right before our eyes, and you still got you end-ups are still proud, man. 32 and 10, and it reads, in a short time. All right, we're in that short time, just a little more than a year. You careless ones will suddenly begin to care. This is why you got some Eves, some end-ups. All right, starting to switch their tune. Okay, but for the majority of you women, it's gonna be a little bit too late. For your fruit crops will fail. All right, them SNAP benefits, and the harvest will never take place. All right, them food stamps, that government assistance that you women been getting. Okay, it's failing, man. It's being taken away. This is prophecy. All right, verse 11: tremble, ye women who of ease. All right, you starting to see some women, trembling, man. Okay, they don't know what to do. They getting on TikTok and YouTube, and they scared. But they still ain't turning to the Lord. They still ain't trying to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Throw off your complacency. All right, you women, man, you better seek the Lord, man. You better seek a man of Yahweh Shema Shai ASAP. Strip off your petty clothes and put on burlap to show your grief. All right, humble down. Okay, you wanna be saved out of the hell that's getting ready to come. You better humble your ass down, man. All right, verse 12, beat your breast in the sorrow for your bountiful farms and your fruitful grapevines. Okay, verse 13, for your land will be overgrown with thorns and briars. Your joyful homes and happy towns will be gone. All right, the Lord is the one leading the pack in home foreclosures is you women, okay? Especially you end-ups, man. All right, you getting evicted, you getting home foreclosed on because you ain't got no goddamn jobs. All right. Winning it off here. Let's see. Yep. Ezekiel 4:17, and it reads that they may want bread and water and be astonished one with another and consume away for their iniquity. All right. Hey, the Lord is getting ready to have the nation of Israel wanting, lacking. All right, and the majority of the nation of Israel is women. Women outnumber men. Okay, Ezekiel 5:1. On Slakia. Let's go back. No, let's go back again. See, yeah, Ezekiel 4:16. And the reason moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of the bread in Jerusalem. What does this mean? That the Lord is going to cut off, he's going to cut off, all right, the comfortableness in Israel, man. All right, because when you have food, you can go to Taco Bell, get you tacos, and you can go to In and Out, get you a burger and fries. People tend to be very comfortable. All right, but when the Lord takes, He's going to take those things away. That's when Jake is going to get uncomfortable, and they shall eat bread by weight. All right, meaning what? It's not going to be food like that. All right, it ain't. It's not. It's gonna be a famine, and in order for you to even get food, you gonna have to come to Esau and get that MOT to the B, man. That C hip, and with care, and they shall drink water by measure, and with the astonishment. All right, the Lord's getting ready. He's getting ready to take, like I said, the majority of the nation of Israel is women. All right, the Lord is taking away. He's breaking that staff of the bread. All right, he's taking away the comfort of a lot of you women, man. Ezekiel 4:17, that they may want bread and water and be astonished one with another and consume away for their iniquity. All right. The famine, man. Okay, people, hey, Jake is getting ready to, pine away in his famine, man. All right, that's a horrible thing to starve to death. Okay. And it's going a lot of you women, you getting ready to lose, you getting ready to lose weight. Okay, big time weight. All right, unless you repent and humble down, get you a man that about your shy. A lot of you women, you about to starve to death. Your kids too. Okay, the Lord's getting ready to bring, He's getting ready to bring that super duper Jenny Craig diet, man. And it ain't gonna be the Jenny Craig diet that you thinking of. All right, it's gonna be that Jenny Craig death diet, man, that the Lord's getting ready to bring. Okay, no food. All right, but with that, we'll close out. Lord willing, it was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.